Teenagers and young adults, they all push boundaries. And unfortunately, sometimes they make bad choices that can get them into trouble. But for low-level offenses, a courtroom might not be the best place to change behavior.
The U.S. has 5% of the world's population and 25% of the world's prisoners. That's wrong. There's something wrong there.
Michael and Julia are part of a restorative justice program in King County called Restorative Mediation. Instead of going to court, youth offenders sit down for a face-to-face mediation session with a person impacted by their crime.
In restorative justice, you bring together the people who are involved and they talk about the issue and you get to the root of why it happened, what were the motivations behind it, and what can we do to actually fix or repair the damage that was caused by it.
And the idea is to just go through what happened and get the two sides to talk to each other and discuss kind of as a group what both sides need to heal.
The group includes an adult mediator, a member of the community, and a youth mediator.
The way the youth mediators balance the power in a room is amazing. I've seen many times the expressions and tension of the youth offenders drop when they see another person their age.
The goal of a youth mediator, I think, is really to get to the emotions of what happened and to make everyone in the room see everyone else as people who are fallible, who make mistakes, but who are ultimately good and want to make amends.
That's what happened in a recent shoplifting case.
There was a shoplifting case with a box store, and the asset protection officer agreed to meet with the youth offender and her mother.
While I could tell that she felt uncomfortable around him, I think having me there as someone who's also female, someone who's also her age, that she could look to, talk to, relate to, it really just helped de-escalate the situation. It helped her calm down, and it helped her talk about what had actually happened and what had brought her to making that decision.
And the loss prevention officer talked about, struggle. He said, I've had to deal with things that I wish my teenage children hadn't done either. So there was a connection there.
It was an opportunity to have her work through these issues.
Victims also get to express their feelings, talk about impacts, and help craft a path forward.
We had a case where it was a combination of community service, picking up outside of a store, and a letter reflecting back on the work that they had done. Saying a rote, "I'm sorry I did that to you," in court is a lot different than having the courage and taking the opportunity to sit across the table from somebody and talk to them.
It makes sense to me to talk it out and figure out what's wrong with the youths, why they are doing what they're doing. I think it's humane, I think it's just.
How many times do we get to just kind of slide outside the system and come up with a solution that's more personalized and has more impact?
The program is offered through the King County Office of Alternative Dispute Resolution in collaboration with Juvenile Court. Youth mediators are volunteers. Visit online at kingcounty.gov/ADR.